All right, welcome back. And we promised you we'd have some insurance panels up here, and we do. I want to introduce the panel. We have Chuck Bork. You know Chuck. You've seen Chuck around town quite a bit with St. Martin and Bork. Chris St. Martin. You know Chris for sure. And both of them have been very instrumental in the parish. And we have two more to introduce, Cooper Fournette and Lee. Let me see if I get it right. Hoffus?
Hoffus, yes, sir.
All right, I want to make sure everybody's name is very important. So we appreciate y'all coming by. Let me just start off by asking Chuck and Chris. You live here. We've been through all these hurricanes many, many years in a row. Y'all have always been a true spirit of the community. The community got rocked pretty good, Chuck.
I agree, Martin. It's probably the worst we've seen. You know, you ride around. We haven't done much riding around outside of the confines of Houma, but have done a little bit more. Went down to Berg today to pick up some ice. We're doing another ice and giveaway, and we're doing lunch today. And everywhere you go, you see more and more damage. And I don't know what the exact percentage of buildings are, but just rough estimate, I'd say over 75-80% of the buildings in this parish have received some type of damage from the storm. Yeah. It's bad. I don't think it's going to go away anytime soon. It's going to take a while. You know, we have confidence. People are very resolute here and they're strong. But we're going to be in this for the long haul.
Yeah, I want to turn to Chris St. Martin. And Chris, of course, your family can recollect a lot of the other storms. And talking to Mom and Dad, this was probably Betsy on steroids, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It got home on the chin. There's no doubt about it. But you know, like Chuck said, the resiliency of the people in South Louisiana is just phenomenal. You know,
yeah, no doubt. Let me ask Cooper, where are you from? Can we get that?
Yeah, we're from Lake Charles, Louisiana. So we went through Hurricane Laura and Hurricane Delta last year. And driving around today around Houma area, it was some of the similarities that we see were very eerily similar. And so we kind of know what's headed for you guys, and we want to help y'all hit the ground running, you know, and get the recovery process started.
You know, y'all got a great community, too. I rode through it not long ago. And Lee, same thing, Lake Charles area?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. All right, so we have our panel established. So we're going to start talking to the public. You know, there's a lot of people out there have a lot of insurance questions. Everybody has a different game and a different story, and people are confused and they don't know which way to turn. But let me start with Lee, if I could. When should a person contact, you know, the insurance company?
Well, they need to contact their insurance company immediately. Don't wait. I mean, the biggest thing people do is say, well, there's going to be so many of them, I'll just wait and call and you know, get in touch later. But you really need to get in touch with them immediately. If you have internet access, go online. Almost every insurance company has an online portal that they're able to go through to start a claim. That puts the onus on the insurance company to start what they're supposed to do and get the claim going. So they need to get on it immediately.
All right. Cooper, if someone has a lot of expenses, they can't live in their house, but they're accumulating a lot of expenses, what advice would you have for them?
Most homeowners' policies have coverage for additional living expenses or loss of use. So the most important thing is to keep your receipts, take photos of them with your camera, because sometimes the receipts go missing or they fade. But that coverage can also take care of hotel expenses, food expenses, camper rental for people who are going to be displaced permanently. So make sure to ask your insurance company about that. In Lake Charles, we saw insurance companies doing advances when there was a large loss. So explore that with your insurance company and get that claim moving as soon as possible. You don't want to be underwater and displaced for a long time with your family. It's very problematic. And so just making sure you establish with your insurance company, my house is unlivable, I need help, is very important straight out of the gate.
Okay. And Chuck, what if you can't get in touch with the insurance company? A lot of people are having trouble.
Well, you want to go in and document. And one of the things I'll add to what Cooper said, because it's a big issue around here, there are a lot of folks whose houses may be uninhabitable because they don't have electricity, but they have a generator at the house. We're one. I know Martin, same thing. Most of the carriers will cover the extra expense you have for fuel and refueling your generator. So one of the things we were told is, take my gas bill from last month, compared to the gas bill from this month, and that'll be an item to recover. So that's another thing you want to
Because some of
say.
those bills I heard from Lake Charles, some people had in the thousands per month.
Thousands. If you're running your house right now on a natural gas powered generator, your gas bill next month is going to be astronomical. So, going back to your question, Martin, about what if you can't contact your insurance agent at this point, or your claims representative? Document. Take pictures of any items that are damaged by water before you throw them away. Keep a list. Get receipts. Get anything you have. Don't just start throwing stuff away and then come back and say, well, I'm going to remember it. Take pictures. Everybody can, most of us got cameras on our phones. That's the best way to do it, because then you can turn around and email it directly to the insurance company when you do get in touch with them.
Yeah, and I think I have 400-some pictures on my cell phone. So if you think you hadn't taken enough, take some more. Pictures are cheap nowadays.
That's the biggest advice I give to folks right now. Some of them are getting frustrated. Chris doesn't have a claims adjuster coming out till September 15th. So a lot of people are in the same boat. Take pictures of the things before you throw them away.
All right, we're going to take a break here. When we come back, I'm going to ask Lee about public adjusters. I know a lot of us are hearing about public adjusters. Should we get one? Do we need one? We're going to answer that question when we come back.